Our home planet, Earth, has undergone several changes over its long history. With each significant jump, humans have seemingly increased their capabilities tenfold, creating monumental works such as the Pyramids of Giza to technology that has allowed us to travel to outer space. But imagine all of these accomplishments were really a part of one giant experiment initiated by some galactic civilization. Perhaps this explains why we cannot communicate with any world beyond our own. Yet. Let's look at the evidence suggesting that advanced life on Earth may stem from an experiment set up by a much more advanced civilization. To question whether or not Earth could be the result of an experiment, we must first consider if there is life beyond our planet. Enrico Fermi was one of the first scientists to tackle this question back in the 20th century. His Fermi paradox argues that there are billions of stars spread across a vast amount of galaxies, and mixed among these celestial bodies must lie various planets with habitable conditions just like Earth that would support human life. Fermi goes on to mention it is likely that many of these planets would be much older than our own, and this alone indicates that we would be naive not to consider the possibility of many alien races out there. These civilizations could be thousands if not millions of years ahead of us when it comes to technology, and may even be capable of interstellar travel. This then leads us to the question: did a group of advanced beings come from another galaxy to observe how life would evolve on a relatively untouched planet that was full of resources? Some people believe that Earth was intentionally created as a laboratory for aliens, or as a simulation to test the development of intelligent life. One of the arguments for Earth being an experiment is the idea that the universe is finely tuned for life. Many scientists have noted that if certain physical conditions were even slightly different, life as we know it would not exist. This has led some to speculate that the universe was designed specifically to support intelligent life, and that Earth was chosen as a test bed. Another argument for Earth being an experiment is the fact that we have not yet discovered any evidence of extraterrestrial life. This could be interpreted as evidence that intelligent life is rare in the universe, and that Earth was intentionally created to see if life could develop on its own. However, it is also possible that we simply haven't found evidence of other life yet, or that our methods for detecting extraterrestrial life are not advanced enough. The idea that we are no more than an experiment is also an idea that pops up in various religious texts. In the Bible, reference is made to a group of angel-like beings known as the Watchers, who were placed in charge of looking over humanity. The Watchers were said to have given metallurgy, farming, and even fire to humans. Eventually, they were cast down from their high abodes and forced to mix in with the Earth's human population. This raises an interesting question. Are there alien space scientists mingling amongst us down here, or do they only view their experiment from afar? Others, such as Dean Hamer in his book God Gene, suggest that we are part of an experiment centered on genetic manipulation. The theory is that human spirituality is influenced by a particular gene known as vesicular monoamine transporter 2. Dean goes on to claim that this gene was manipulated and altered by some ancient form of genetic engineering, resulting in altered levels of monoamine, ultimately creating an intense desire for humans to worship religions blindly. While it seems unlikely, one would only have to take a quick look at the course of human history and then question why religious wars are so common. Is it because of a genetic mutation that turned humans into blind worshippers of their chosen religion, pursuant to one big genetic experiment? The idea of Earth being an experiment raises questions about the purpose of our existence. If we are part of an experiment, what is the goal of that experiment? Is it simply to observe how intelligent life develops and evolves? Or is there a deeper purpose? Some people argue that the purpose of the experiment is for us to learn and grow as individuals, and to eventually become advanced beings ourselves. If our world is an experiment, then what is the nature of the world beyond our own? Is there a larger reality that we are unaware of? And if so, how do we interact with it? Most scientists believe that the universe, Earth, and all living things were formed following the Big Bang and evolution. The idea of Earth as an experiment is a fascinating concept that raises many intriguing questions about the nature of our reality and the purpose of our existence. While there is no conclusive scientific evidence to support this idea, it remains a subject of philosophical and theological debate.